So while everyone gets to sleep in bed, we have our trainers working early in the morning, and Mr. Bharath Singh once again has been very kind to take out some of his time and give it to us to speak about the Oaks, the Calcutta Oaks Grade 3 2021. So I'm going to let the expert do what he does best, is talk, and thank God he's not copying me today, so thank you for that. So sir, could you take us through on firstly a little history on the Oaks? Why is it run? What is the importance of the race?
Well, the Oaks is actually supposed to be the fillies derby. If you see, even in England, it's just run 2 days before the derby, before the Epsom derby, and they normally don't run the Epsom derby. Most of the fillies run the Oaks because that is considered as the fillies derby. And if you see that it's run over 2400, it's only meant for fillies, and it's normally the horses that stay well win the Oaks. Yes, at times you do have a defaulting filly which doesn't really stay or even on pedigree, and it's come out and won the Oaks because the Oaks is basically a very weak field, I feel. If you have a good, strong staying filly, you would rather run the Derby than run the Oaks. So that is why it becomes a little weak. Now if you see here, we have 7 runners in the Calcutta Oaks, which is a grade 3 race. And Camilla, I think, stands out of here because she's beaten Scruples last time. Last time they met over a mile, and I felt that Scruples would have an edge over Camilla. But, well, this is racing, and Camilla is unbeaten till today. She's had 3 starts, 3 wins. So I feel she's the filly that we'll all have to beat in the Oaks. She's ridden by the same jockey, C.S. Jodha, who's been riding her, and he knows the filly, and I think she should win the Oaks. This is what I had mentioned even in my previous video, where I felt that she was an Oaks filly, and I think they'll all have to beat her. I think Scruples also is running this race, but though she's run 4th in the Monsoon Derby over 2,000 meters, we'll have to see whether she really stays the 2400 or not. Malesh Neredu has brought his filly down, Mystical Rose. She's a winner over a mile in Pune, and she's a filly that is bred to stay because Supreme Princess has thrown a filly which used to stay very...
Going two back in the race.
Yeah. So I think she should run a decent race. And regarding the other horses, there's Ephrates, which is trained by Christopher Alford. He's put in a final entry. She ran a good 3rd in the Guineas. So hopefully, I think he feels that she would stay, and that is why he's put in a final entry. The other horses are, I think, a little mediocre in this race. Aritha, she ran a disappointing race, I feel, in the Guineas. We'll have to see how she runs over 2400. She's been working well over 2400, so let's see how she runs.
And there's a change of jockey as well. Shane Gray rides her this time. So do you think that might help, might give it a boost?
Well, this is his first ride, Shane Gray's first ride in Calcutta. We've got to see how he gets to know. He hasn't really ridden on this track, so he doesn't really know the track. So we've got to see how he rides.
Then we even have the lowest rated filly in the race. Might be a surprise package. What do you think about Lady Lauren?
She's basically only a 20 rating. I was quite surprised to see that she's accepted in this race. Well, Bharat is an experienced trainer. Now let's see what he can pull out of his, I wouldn't say hat, but
field.
We'll have to see what he can pull out from here.
Okay, which brings us. Okay, and the one Choigal from Vijay Singh's stable.
Well, they've put Suraj Neredu this time. She ran a very, very poor race, I feel. Now let's see how she stays the trip.
So you've heard it from your expert. He's given you his views on the Calcutta Oaks Grade 3 2021. Thank you once again, sir, for giving us your time, and hope we didn't disturb your morning walk.
No, not at all.
So, thank you, and see you at
so
the
much.
races.
Yeah.
Thank you.